Hi, welcome back to GP Reactions. I'm really loving delving back into my 1981 hits from 1981. I didn't kind of expect that I would maybe enjoy looking back on music rather than reacting to new music. And when I started out this channel, it was definitely a reaction channel. I wanted to take in some new music, and I've discovered quite a lot of new music through this channel already. And I've got a whole backlog of music to get through, new music. But actually going back through 1981, I kind of realised that even though I've heard these tracks, I kind of knew very little about them, and so far I've kind of been really, really sort of pleasantly surprised that I'm kind of discovering meanings behind the lyrics. Maybe not all of them, but but quite a few of them have an extra added level of meaning to them, and it just kind of makes me think, wow, there's some really, really clever artists back in the 80s. But as a 13, 14-year-old, I probably wouldn't have appreciated that at the time. I was not really kind of the most academically gifted individual back then. But I'm going to be looking at by the way, thanks for kind of subscribing to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. So I'm going to be looking at Imagination with a track called Body Talk. Now this entered the UK Top 40 on around about the 16th of May 1981, and unlike the previous three, this one only reached number 4. But the quality of music at this time was just phenomenal. So kind of without further ado, I'm going to jump into this song and see if I can sort of glean anything from it. And please, by all means, join me in the comments at the end. Okay. By the way, I should mention that this was from Top of the Pops in the studio. Just pausing it right there. I'm sorry, I've got to pause it right there. I should have said at the beginning, just kind of be prepared for some X-rated lycra during this performance. Please don't look at the lycra. I'm just going to repeat that. Do not look at the lycra. You're going to look at the lycra, aren't you? I know you are. She a dancer? She can't be just somebody that is randomly dragged out the audience. Holy Christ. Sorry, more like her. That was Imagination, Body Talk, on Top of the Pops, in front of a studio audience. So, it's kind of pretty obvious what this song is about, but it's more of how it feels, I think. You just have to kind of close your eyes and imagine. And the song is in context with it being released in summer. I love songs that are in context with the season that they're released in, and it does kind of make you feel of those warm, of a warm summer's evening, and you can let the imagination fill in the rest of the gaps. It's sultry, it's seductively sexy, it's sensual. It's just one of the finest, sexiest songs I think I've ever heard. And it's it's so flamboyantly crafted by this group. It's hard to underestimate bands like this, and maybe the influence they had on music following. There's not much more I can really kind of add to this. The lyrics are fairly kind of straightforward. Heated feelings once explode but have melted. Yeah, that kind of says it all. It doesn't take much for the imagination to kind of figure out. The one bit that I was kind of like humming and hawing over was, we are two souls torn apart with bitter ages. And I'm thinking, does that mean, is that a reference to the actual age of a people maybe who are kind of indulging in romantic is it? I'm not really sure what that means. I mean, maybe you can shed some light on that. We are two souls torn apart with bitter ages. I am still trying to figure that one out. Through expression, not aggression, we become one. Again, I'm not entirely sure what that's kind of referring to. The rest of the song is kind of easy to kind of figure out. Can't not talk about the slow, the piano. There's like a rhythmic beat throughout, which is, it kind of fits in with the whole ambience of this song. It is truly one of the great singles from the 1980s, and it's right up there. It may not have reached number one. It may not have been the Michael Jackson, been a Smokey Robinson or an Adam and the Ants, which I've also kind of just reacted to. But it's definitely one of the greatest songs of that decade, without a doubt. And this, for me, so far in this year, 1981, is without a doubt, it's one of the greatest years. Because there's a lot of the music from this year ticks a lot of boxes. It ticks for social conscience box. It ticks fashion. It ticks musical trends. It really was an important year in music, I feel. And so, kind of let me know what you think. Like I said, join me in the comments below. I really, really want to know what you kind of feel about this song. And do you know what? If you want to comment on the performance and the fashion, please do, because one thing that anyone who's kind of maybe not familiar with 1980s kind of music performances, it is, the fashion, it was out there. It was out there. You wouldn't be walking down on the road in this fashion. You can make music videos now, and you look pretty cool walking out in the fashion in most music videos now. I don't think Lee John would be walking down to Marks and Spencer's or Asda wearing this outfit, and neither would the rest of his band. I think they'd stop him from entering the shops. Just my thought. So yeah, I loved revisiting this song. It'll put a smile on my face for the rest of the day now, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Thank you for subscribing. I'm absolutely loving this. So I'm not going to leave it long. I'm going to do some more reactions today. I want to do about 15. I'm up to about 4 so far. And this is literally from two to 3 months from 1981. And I really want to kind of bring that flavour of that year, of those months, back to anyone who's interested. And then I'll kind of move on to doing some other stuff. I'll probably go down another rabbit hole. But right now, 1981 is my rabbit hole. It's where I'm stopping for a bit. And I'm going to swim around in this hole for a little bit longer. So, till next time, take care of yourselves and each other.